everyone, and welcome. Today is Tuesday. It is the end of March, March 31st, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm Michael Tomasetti here from Back at You Media, video manager on the marketing team. And we're starting a new series today that I'm really excited about, which is all about talking with agents, brokers, and real estate professionals during COVID-19. Specifically talking about how they're handling the real estate industry, how they're maybe also handling their own sort of, personal, issues as well, and how that relates to business. So I'm super excited to have all of you guys here, and very excited to introduce Dick Nichols. Dick Nichols, welcome to our first Facebook Live here. I wanted just to open it up, and can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Okay, well, first of all, Michael, I'm somewhat amazed. I thought you said this was going to be a radio broadcast, and all of a sudden I see my picture on a TV screen. I'm thinking, well, I've got a face made for radio. Why am I on TV? Anyway, I'm 154 years old. Not really, but I look like it.
You look great.
I love real estate. I got in the real estate business about 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My background is I'm from Michigan. And I spent many years in advertising and marketing, mainly with the AT&T Yellow Pages. So I learned how to match buyers with sellers. And I then went into insurance, had my own insurance agency. And then right in the height of the whole economy falling apart, the housing industry going crazy, I said, hey, now's the time for me to get into real estate. Boy, was it ever. I learned through the hard way of doing it. Mm-hmm. And I moved out here from Detroit 5.5 years ago. And for those of you out there who've never been to Tucson, Southern Arizona is so beautiful. And the food is great, except when you have to make it yourself at home and pick it up from a drive-in restaurant. But the food is good. And so I recommend coming down here and doing that, but really, it's my passion.
I love it. And it looks like a nice Southern Arizona scene behind you there, Dick.
Well, that's my house. No.
Okay.
I live under a viaduct somewhere. All right.
Okay. There you go. Save some money, especially in these times. You gotta hunker down. So that kind of leads us to a little bit more serious now, changing tones. How has we're all kind of daily watching the news here with updates on coronavirus, how that's impacting our lives. Seems like every day sometimes things are changing. Can you speak just a little bit about how that's impacted you and also the real estate business?
Well, it affects me like it does all Americans. We're very concerned about our friends, our family, our neighbors, and our country. The coronavirus, you hear about it all the time, and it scares you to death because you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes a lot of, mindset to overcome the fear. As far as the business, right now things are at we're still doing business. Mm-hmm. And there are still houses being sold. There's still people buying houses, but it's not as heavy as it was just maybe a month and a half ago.
Right.
And that's for obvious reasons. When people are nervous, they sometimes say, well, wait a minute, I better not make any decisions right now. And I respect that. But I can also tell them the market will bounce back, the economy will bounce back, and we're going to get rid of this virus. I'm so impressed with our government and what they're doing. And it's a terrible thing, but it could have been much, much worse. And hopefully, with the grace of God, it will not be.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's important to remember too, we are all staying at home, so I mean, that is, when we talk about the real estate industry, everyone is told to stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to talk about sort of from our research here at Back at You, we've really seen social media usage increase during this time. Can you describe one thing that you've done that you found to be successful with social media during this time?
Well, first of all, the whole world has changed to social media. All your friends, your relatives, we use it to keep in touch with our grandchildren as well as our friends back in Michigan. And you learn a lot from people on the social media. Whenever I talk to a new client, I say, hey, would you mind if I become a friend of yours on, say, on Facebook?
Mhm.
And if I smile and I don't look too threatening, they oftentimes say, fine. And it allows me to know them a little bit better. It's very difficult to help someone out without knowing them, knowing their needs, what they like. And social media gives me that little glimpse into their world. And
Mhm.
it's just a great way of meeting people.
Awesome. And I think that's kind of what you said a little earlier too about just continuing the conversation, being there for people during this time.
Mhm.
Back at you, we focus on social media marketing as it pertains to real estate. I know, Dick, you are a very successful client of ours. Can you talk about maybe a tool that you've used here back at you that you found to be helpful for your real estate business?
Well, there's so many tools that I have with Back at You, and they're all good. They're all excellent.
Mhm.
Uh, of course, I like being able to put on a landing page asking people what if they want to know what their houses is worth, or if they want to contact me for any reason. Having the ability to uh, post information on an open house or a new listing is great. But what I really like is I can create my own ad. And the thing that Back at You really brings to me is I'm not an expert on Facebook. I
Mhm.
don't know all the algorithms. I don't know how to get all the shapes in there. And I've tried and tried and tried to learn it. And it just keeps changing all the time on me. With you folks and your expertise and your background, I don't worry about that anymore. I know that my messages on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter are going to be seen, and they have been.
Mhm.
And I get a lot of great reports from people. And I'm getting business from using your platform. So I'm a big fan.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. And I think one thing that you do really well for everyone out there watching is that Dick has a brand. He's based in Southern Arizona. As you can see, he's got the background behind him, and he's not afraid to use video and the technologies to really make sure that he's being seen. And we help facilitate that here Back at You.
Mhm.
Um, when I think of Dick Nichols, I think of video. I think you, more than some of our other clients, have really embraced that. I think you really do a nice job. So, what types of videos now have you maybe changed, or have you incorporated any sort of types of videos to reach out to clients during this time?
Oh yes, I have.
Mhm.
In fact, I just did a video which I launched onto Back at You,
Oh,
and I've created what I call "Join Me for a Virtual Coffee Break."
there we
Uh,
go.
I have this there, and I want people to call me, set up a schedule. I'll answer their questions. I will help them with questions on the real estate market. If they're looking for someone to repair a house, well, I got a whole list of people who are really good vendors, very, very good contractors who are affordable.
Hmm.
And it's one way of helping my community out is helping people keep busy as far as working. And this is a time when we all help each other. Realtors, for the most part, are really kind, good people. They get involved with the business, and they discover how great and how much fun it is to help people. And there's more value than just getting a paycheck. All right.
Right. Right. I love that. Well, to definitely keep us informed how the coffee chats go. Are you doing those? Are you streaming those, or where can someone maybe watch those? Are they on Facebook, or are they just individual conversations right now?
Well, they're going to be in the. I want to. Well, I might do streaming.
Okay.
There's some great software and great tools out there to use for it. But mainly, I'm going to be doing one-on-one 5-10 minute. Hey, here's a cup of coffee. I got mine. You get yours. I'm not afraid to show my mug around here, and they can have hot chocolate tea. I'm not going to force
Totally. Yeah, you don't have caffeine, right?
it. Uh, it's a way of letting people know that I care. And anything I can do, if someone says, "Hey, I need to get some groceries," well, I'm still healthy enough. I can go out and get groceries for them. That's fine.
Mhm.
So it's we are all in this together. We all have to help each other. We're at war, so this is a wartime economy, and we're going to get by just fine. And if
Right.
I can say or do anything that would help people with a smile, make them feel better about themselves, I'm all into that. I love to laugh.
Yeah, I definitely. I can tell from sort of the stuff that you've posted before. Now, I want to ask, just for agents out there that might be panicked, that might be thinking, is this the end? What advice do you have to make sure that people stay optimistic, they keep going, and what's sort of your advice that you can offer to those maybe newer agents too?
That is an excellent question, Michael.
Mhm.
And I've given that a lot of thought because a lot of the younger agents, they are struggling, and they're struggling because they don't know what to do. Fortunately, at Keller Williams, we have a culture, we help each other out, but it's the mindset. What's happened to our country for the economy and all that stuff has changed, and it's a paradigm shift. It's never going to get back to how we did business in the past. We have to embrace the virtual reality, the videos, the Facebook, the social media, and as soon as they learn that that's what they got to do, they're going to realize that there's even a greater opportunity out there for them because it's a leveling game. The realtor who learns how to use social media and to communicate will do very, very well into the new era of, say, real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best ways they can do it, and this is, you weren't expecting this, but it's true, is using Back at You. You guys are not real expensive, but boy, do you bring a lot of value to a realtor. And the fact that you are endorsed by the National Association of Realtors as one of their premier vendors, that made a lot. That meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
But, so I tell everybody, look at this product.
Mm-hmm.
It creates a whole new way of reaching that marketplace.
Thanks. I mean, yeah, for those of you who might be new to Back at You, we are endorsed by the NAR, and we're also a Facebook marketing partner. So we are the intersection there of real estate and social media. So Dick, just to wrap things up here, lastly, where can more people find out information about you if they're interested in your services? They are interested in Southern Arizona. How can they get in contact with you?
Well, they can call me at my cell phone number, which is 520-306-1599. We can set up an appointment to have a cup of coffee together. They can text me that. They can text me to my number.
A virtual cup of coffee, right?
Virtual cup of coffee. And they can go to my, they can email me at go-to guy. See, I'm called the go-to guy because I know who to go to. That's important. But they can call me they can email me at gotoguy@dicknichols.com, DICKNICHOLS.com. They can go to my website, www.dicknichols.com.
Okay.
They can find me on Back at You. And if you're not careful, you look around the corner, you might see me also. I'm here.
Hopefully you're not outside a whole lot during this time, but Dick, thank you so much. For those of you guys out there watching who want to know a little bit more about Back at You, I'm going to share a link here in the comments for those new agents that are interested in getting started, or if you're part of a brokerage or team, we'd love to talk with you. Right now, if you do want to get started with Back at You, we're offering new clients $100 off all social media plans. And we'll also throw in a $25 ad credit to make sure that you stay connected to your community. So on behalf of all of us here at Back at You, we hope you're staying safe, hope you're staying healthy. And if you do want to get in contact and make sure that you are staying out there for all of your potential clients, talk to us. We'd love to hear from you here at Back at You. Dick Nichols, thank you so much for coming on our inaugural Facebook Live.
And thank you, Michael, and thank you at Back at You, and God bless America.
Thank you, Nick. Or thank you, Dick. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.